Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to Transformation Theater Productions presents Gifts in the Kingdom. And today we have with us the Academic Dean of Manna Bible Institute in Philadelphia, Dr. Cleonia Jackson Walker. And Dr. Walker, thank you so much for coming on board today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Well, we're going
It's good to be able to be here.
Yeah, we're going to get right into it. What is the purpose of Manna Bible Institute?
Okay, the purpose is to teach, to train, and to prepare men and women for different or various ministries. We teach the Word of God. It is a Bible institute. We do teach the Bible, the different doctrines of the Bible, and then we also have other courses that go along with it, such as teaching, the preaching courses, but basically it's Bible. And we do have English courses that go along with it. And sometimes people wonder why they come to a Bible school and have to take English. Well, if you're going to teach, if you're going to preach, you need to have command of the language.
That's a fact. Now, I understand Manna Bible Institute just had a birthday. How long has Manna been around?
Well, Manna's been around 80 years, since September of 1944.
Okay.
And the Lord has blessed us. So we've had many ministers, pastors, deacons, in whatever field that the ministry is, even missionaries that have come through Manna. Those 80 years.
Happy to say that I'm one of those that have
yes,
come
you are.
through the doors
Yes,
of
you
Manna.
are.
Where are you located now?
Right now, we're in the Winfield section of the city of Philadelphia, 5337 Winfield Avenue in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. And is that a permanent address?
Yes, it is. For a while, and I believe it was 1996, I think it was, that we had a fire at our main campus, which was on Church Lane. And after we had the fire there, we had to move to various locations. We've been at some churches. We were there. And then we were at the church out in, I forgot where the area it's called, Fox Chase. We were out there at Pastor App's church. So after that, we located this building at in Winfield. And when we left Pastor App's church, we went to Broad Street. So we was on Broad Street for about 11 years. And that was the main campus. And when we left Broad Street, then we purchased this building out in Winfield. So that is Manna's permanent home.
Congratulations.
Unless the Lord changes it.
Now, you mentioned Winfield being the main campus. What other campuses do you have in the area?
Okay, right now we have a campus in Mount Holly, New Jersey, and we have a campus in Chester. At one time, we had about 5 other campuses, but sometimes they were held in churches, and when the pastor changed, he did not want to hold the school at that particular church. Sometimes they had their own Bible school, so they wanted to expand. So right now we only have the 2 campuses, Mount Holly, New Jersey, and Chester, Pennsylvania. And they are the 2 oldest extension campuses that we have.
All right.
So they've been in existence for about 20 years or more.
All right. Now, how does an education at Manna Bible Institute differ from the church Sunday school?
Okay. In Manna, And we often say it's more than just Sunday school.
Hmm.
At Manna, you get the entire Bible. You do have homework assignments. You have term papers to turn in. You do get exams to take, and they prepare you to be in your church, to be a minister at your church, or to be a teacher, or
Hmm.
whatever the Lord is leading you to do. That's why we are here to prepare you, to give you the foundation. And once you get the foundation, you can always build on that.
And that's good information because I remember as a student at Manna having my basic orientation class with you as the teacher. And um, the things that have helped me through basic orientation is to pray, work hard, and study. uh, Also, naming all 66 books of the Bible in order and the correct spelling.
I'm glad you remember that, but that's what the course is about. It's the basic
Hmm.
to
Yeah.
prepare you for the other courses that you're going to take. And if you're going to be a
So,
Bible student, you should know the books of the Bible and how to
amen.
find them in the Bible and how to
Yeah.
spell them.
I liken it to an infantry person with their artillery rifle. It said they know how to take it apart and put it back together blindfolded. And a good preacher, a good student of the Bible should know the books of the Bible in order
Yes,
and
that's
what's
correct.
found in those books.
Yes,
I know some of the other classes that have helped me out a whole lot. God's Plan of the Ages.
yes, the
Uh,
dispensations.
yes, love that class. Along with getting an understanding of Daniel and Revelation, the minor
Oh,
prophets,
yes.
major prophets, and Old Testament and Black church history,
Well, see,
all
that
those
is one of the
things.
things. Yes, that is one of the
Hmm.
things about Manna that's different than the Sunday school. You get a grounded education in the Bible. You know what the Bible is about, and if and you're studying it systematically, it's not like you
Hmm.
just have one subject one week and next week it's a different subject. Right now, we have a good format we believe that we've used, and the students they've been blessed and they come back. Some go through and they think they're having a difficult time, they don't want to take the test or they don't want to do outside assignments, but that's the whole purpose. That's part of the learning process. Do research, find out if the instructor is teaching you what the Bible says. So that's another difference, in having systematic Bible training.
Amen. I still remember Jeremiah 15:16.
Our
Thy
school
words
verse.
were, yep, thy words were found, and I did eat them, and the
And
words were the
the joy and
joy and
rejoicing of my heart.
rejoicing of my heart.
For I am called
I
by
am
thy
called
name,
by thy name, O
O
Lord,
Lord, God
God
of
of
hosts.
hosts.
That's something else they need to know by the time they graduate, too. They learn that
Yeah.
in basic orientation, the school verse.
How is the curriculum at Manna discovered, and how was it developed?
Okay, we have it divided at one time, up until this past semester, we were 16 weeks. And the total number of courses for graduation would be 48 if you came 2 nights a week. And we have
Hmm.
them divided up into freshman courses, sophomore courses, junior courses, and the senior courses. And then we have what we call the basic Bible studies. We have books. We have certain courses that are theology, other courses that are Christian ed, such as understanding people, understanding teaching. Uh, what are the courses that's not too old is growing towards spiritual maturity, And so
Mm-hmm.
those are part of our Christian and practical courses. Also, they teach you, we have a course on preparing you to preach. We call it hermeneutics.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's for those, well, everyone takes the course because you have to learn how to do an outline, how to outline your sermons. Then you get a chance to practice your sermon. You do a sermon, then you have to get up and present it to the class. And there's, you learn the different types of sermons. And it's beneficial for even those that are teaching.
Yeah. Even the seasoned preachers
Yes, that's true. That's
help
true.
keep us sharp. Are there any new courses being offered at Manna? I know one time Greek was
No,
being.
we haven't had that. We used to have the Greek in the summertime as a
Mhm.
popular course. I believe it was 6 weeks. We haven't had that for a while. And when the pandemic came, we haven't had any summer courses. But they're talking about starting up those popular courses again, which and will deal in the area not only the Greek, but the financial area. Some of the students, need that. We have it in one of our courses, Christian Stewardship, but it goes
Mhm.
more in depth when they take this financial course.
All
And so
right.
they're talking about some other courses at the time, but we haven't really started. Hopefully, they will be on a Saturday morning.
All right. And you mentioned the Chester and the Mount Holly campus.
Yes.
Um, are the courses online?
Yeah, especially in Mount Holly and Chester. Right now, the Mount Holly campus, all their courses are online because the building where they were holding their classes is no longer available to them. So they have
Mhm.
all their courses online. Chester is online. We had, hopefully in January, the main campus will be hybrid, online and in the classroom, because we had some students that want to take the classes in the classroom. So what that will be, the teacher will be teaching like we're talking now, but you'll have someone online taking the class at the same time because either they can't come out or for whatever reason they want to do it that way. Right now, we have a couple students because of health challenges. We had to set that up. So they are taking the classes online as the teacher is teaching in the classroom. And it seems to be working out pretty good. And that's the way to go today, is to have those online courses. And we use Microsoft Teams for our online courses.
All right. That is definitely a blessing to the church at large
Yes,
and those who may not be able to get out of their homes to uh, get a deeper knowledge of the Bible. And
yes.
we have been talking with Dr. Cleonia Jackson Walker, Academic Dean at Manna Bible Institute. And we're going to pause now for a break right here on the Power Up TV network with Transformation Theater Productions presents Gifts in the Kingdom. On these cold mornings and cool evenings, I like to have my favorite beverage right here in my Transformation Theater cup. Just the way I like it. And you can, if you like it, you can get yours at ttpchrist.com. And not only do we have a mug, but we also have sweatshirts. TTP Christ. And welcome back. We have been talking with Dr. Cleonia Jackson Walker, who's the acting academic dean at Manna Bible Institute here in Philadelphia, with satellite campuses in Mount Holly and
Chester.
Chester. Yes, I forgot that quick. What nights are classes being offered at Manna?
Well, we have classes on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. Now, one thing I
Mhm.
do want to, there has been a change in our schedule. We used to have a semester 16 weeks. You take one course
Mhm.
or three courses. Each course was 16 weeks. This past the semester that we're getting ready to end now, we changed and we now have 2 8-week modules per semester. So instead of taking the class for 1 hour, you're taking the class for 1 3/4 hours, almost 2 hours. And the
Mhm.
students seem to like that because they get more time in. Plus, they'll still be able to take the courses that they need to take. So that's one of the changes we have made this semester, going from 16 weeks to 2 8-week modules. One other thing I did want to say, Dr. Scott, is that we have another, beside our standard curriculum, we have another curriculum called the Advanced School of Biblical Studies. And that's for people that have taken at least 3 years of basic Bible school training or Bible Institute training. And they have these classes that are more in depth, such as the Ten Commandments, the studies in Matthew. And those
Mhm.
classes are 6 to 8 week modules, and they go 3 hours a night. And most of the
Okay.
time, they have it one time a week, either on a Tuesday or Thursday. They will have those classes.
Okay. Now I heard you talk about the courses that are freshman courses, courses that are sophomore, courses that are junior, and courses that are senior.
Hmm.
What? How important is it to take the classes in order?
That's funny because some people want to take, they want to pick and choose. Now, we let you
Mm-hmm.
choose the courses if you're not working toward a certificate or a diploma. But the way we have the courses outlined, we feel is good because they are basic foundational courses, such as God's Plan of the Ages, dealing with the dispensations, historical books, the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible, the
Mm-hmm.
historical books, the poetic books, the courses the way we have outlined is to for you to build on in your next curriculum, your next
Okay.
module. So we ask the students, if you're planning to go for a degree, not, I'm sorry, we don't offer degrees, it's only diplomas. But if you're planning
Mhm.
to work toward a certificate, which means you have taken 24 of the 48 classes we offer, then you need to take it in the order in which we present it. And that's how you get your certificate. Now, those that jump around, and then they come back, they done been there 2 years, 3 years, they ready to graduate. And they said, well, I
Mhm.
had 24 courses. Can I get the certificate? But you may not have the right 24 courses that we offer. So you could have 30 courses, but if you don't have the first 24, you can't get your certificate. So
Okay.
that's why we offer them to you in a certain manner. We ask that you take it that way. And Dr. Scott, I'd like to mention one, just give you an example. You mentioned that course on basic orientation, and that's a
Mhm.
how-to course. That's a study skills course that prepares you for your other subjects. And what happened some years ago, we had a student did not want to take that basic orientation course. He took all the other courses, and then he had enough course but one to graduate. He couldn't graduate because he didn't have basic orientation, which is one
Attention.
of our required courses. And do you know he came back later and told me, he said, I am so sorry. I did not take the course at the time.
Hmm.
I should have taken it because it would have helped him in his other courses. But he took it because he wanted to graduate and get his 4 year diploma. So
Yep.
that's why we encourage the students to take them in the order in which we have it outlined as such.
Okay. Now, is Manna working towards degree
Accreditation.
accreditation? Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, I say yes. In the next, I would say it's a lot involved in that accreditation. And
Mm-hmm.
back in the 90s, not the 90s, the late 70s and 80s, Manna was working toward accreditation with their day school. And you have to have a certain number of students. You have to have well, we had the faculty that had the proper credentials, master and above. But then also you have to have a certain amount of money, unencumbered funds. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where Manna withdrew. We had gotten to the candidate status. And that's when we withdrew our candidate status because we did not have, at that time, the $500,000 that they required you to have unencumbered. I mean, you couldn't use it for anything else. It had to be there.
Okay, well, that's
So they
definitely
hope
something
within the
to
next
pray
five,
about.
yes, because they hope within the next 5 to 6 years, or however the Lord leads, that they will get the accreditation to be able to grant college degrees. And one of the things that we ran into when we was trying to get accreditation, the association that offers that wanted to know why did they have to accredit another Bible school when they already had so many in Pennsylvania. So that's the other thing you fall into. But
Mm-hmm.
the Lord is good. He has kept Manna here for 80 years, and we don't know what He has for us in the future. But our
Well,
doors are still open.
and we will definitely keep the accreditation process in
Yes,
prayer.
yes, please
Now,
do.
I
One thing,
understand, like for some
one thing
of
I
the
was going to
other
say.
students.
Excuse me.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say about the accrediting, even though we don't grant degrees, the students have been
Mhm.
able to take the courses, some of the courses that we offer at Manna to degree granting schools, and they will lump so many of those credits together and give them credits toward their degree. So it's not like you're just wasting time taking Manna's courses because we don't grant degrees. And then we have people that come to Manna that have degrees, they want the Bible training.
Mm-hmm. You read my mind because I was about to ask about those courses can be transferred to other degree schools.
Yes. It depends on the school and it depends on the person. And if you know how to talk, they'll put it in as life experience and so forth. They'll take maybe 3 or 4 of our credits and they will lump it in,
Mm-hmm.
and you might get 1 or 2 credits, but 1 or 2 credits, that's less you have to pay for at the college
Yeah.
level.
And how can someone register for classes at Manna Bible Institute?
Okay, if they call the school, which our number is 215 221 5335 215 221 5335. If they call the school, leave their name, address, telephone number, and we will send them a catalog. Our next registration will be in January. Let me get the date for you. Will be January the 21st on a Tuesday from 6:30 until 8 o'clock at the main campus. And the main campus is 5337 Winfield Avenue, Philadelphia, PA, 19131. But if you call the school, we can send you a catalog and have all the information. If you want to call back, the registrar, Sister Ruth Hunter, will call you back and give you any information that you need to attend the school. But you can send in for a catalog, 215-221-5335.
Well, I can honestly say, as a graduate of Manna Bible Institute, it was your husband who encouraged me, Dr. Lawrence Walker, to attend Manna Bible Institute.
Oh, okay.
I had started out with, it was Philadelphia School of the Bible at that
Mm-mm.
time, and
Right.
then took a little sabbatical. And then the Lord was talking about uh, my calling again. It came back around, and your husband
Okay.
said, "You got to go to school." So I enrolled in Manna, and it was a blessed 4-year experience. And as a matter of fact, it was more than 4 years because I took the other classes, which
Oh,
were
that's right. The
previous.
advanced classes.
Yep, worked
Wow.
my way
Yes.
up
Yes.
to a diploma, a master diploma
Right.
in biblical
Yes.
studies.
Yes.
And it has been beneficial in ministry, beneficial in life. And I personally want to thank you for all your assistance to me during my time at Manna. Uh, as I said in the beginning, I'm still one of the problem children.
No, you're not a problem child. And as a matter of fact, Reverend Scott, when you were there, even after you graduated, you helped us at the school and the office and so forth. And I'm trying to remember. Did you teach one of the courses?
I taught quite a few courses.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I
Mhm.
manners 80, and so am I. So
Yeah.
sometimes the memory, But I know you was at Manna for a while after you graduated. So you have
Yeah.
been a blessing to Manna. You have
I
been a
came
blessing to
back as a teacher for, I guess, about 15 or 16 years I taught after
I know you
graduation.
was there for a
Mhm.
while. Oh yeah. And one thing about it, any time we needed a teacher for a course, even if you was teaching something else, get Reverend Scott. Get Reverend Scott. And you never said no. The Lord just blessed you to be able to teach.
Well, I thought it was important to give back to what I was given, the education that I was given. And outside of accreditation, and are there any other plans for new courses at Manna?
Yes, they have been talking about that, but I don't have a list of those courses right now. But they are planning to add to the curriculum and then make some courses that you can choose instead of another course
Mm-hmm.
that would be
And for all,
beneficial to you. That would be beneficial. Say if you're going to be a missionary, maybe there's some other courses you might want to take dealing with missions.
okay.
There may be some other courses you might want to take dealing with being a pastor. So there are some other courses that they're working on or they're, have in mind.
All right. And I do so thank you for joining us today on the Power Up TV network with Transformation Theater Productions Presents. And we look forward and be praying for Manna Bible Institute.
Thank you again.